Good afternoon, folks. You would have seen me about the traps today, saying that I have a post, and I'm going to do it now. And yes, it is good, important. Well, it's self-explanatory. Have to think to ourselves a little bit. I could go through everything that I've been through the last couple of days. I saw a boat that I shouldn't have seen out of Burnett Heads with the camera and the telescope. I saw the moon come up over the horizon, and as it jumped above the horizon, there was no reflection in the furthest bit, the furthest section of ocean seen through the telescope using the camera. Impossible. If that moon were 384,000 kilometers away, that reflection would have started there, but it didn't. This morning, or last night, I filmed the moon coming up from the east-southeast, 120 degrees. It came up, and I watched it, because I saw it from the start, I tracked it. It came from the east-southeast, and this is me here. When it got to here, and it does this, it hung a left-hand turn, and it ended up going to the southwest, 225 degrees, an angle of 105 degrees. In that moment, I needed to know where the moon was, because something was off. You cannot account for what happened on a round spinning globe. I texted, I messaged on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Somebody, can anybody see the moon? Europe, UK, somebody talk to me. Loads of people got back to me. Cloud cover, nobody could see the moon. I wanted to know where it was. It was about 9 o'clock in the morning. It was on its way down, right? I tracked it all of the way. I've got footage of it. While I was waiting for the moon, between 9 and 10 o'clock this morning, bing, a message came to me on Threads. The message was from Maritas Ventures, legendary guy. He, for some reason, thought he'd mention from Norway. He said, I cannot see the moon, Paul, but this is the sun in my night sky. It's 11:30 at night. It's not this picture. This is one that I took in Florida, but it is very similar to what he showed me. Now, he is looking towards the northeast in Norway. You must listen to this, folks. This is where it's at. It's a local sun. At 11:30 local time, Norway time, he flicked me a pic that he'd just taken. Showed me he didn't initially show me the coordinates. I got the message, I clicked Threads open, and I saw the pic. I'm very logically minded. I've heard about all of this stuff, but never been in a position to verify it myself. I just haven't. I got goosebumps when I saw the picture on my device, and I walked out of here and I looked up into the sky, and in the sky at about 10 o'clock, 10:30 this morning, or 9:30 this morning, I'm looking up towards my northeast, and I am seeing in the sky the same sun that Maritas Ventures in Norway is looking at the very same time. I then said, mate, are you pissing me about? Are you kidding me? He sent me the compass coordinates. Nearly exactly the same as what I had, northeast. Google plus others, Norway, June, sun, where is it in the sky? They get the all day sun. Hardly goes down because of the tilt. The sun in Norway right now, if you have a look, is in the northeast as seen from Norway. Right, I didn't need to do anything. I was walking around a big goosebump. On planet Earth, I'm in Australia. I'm looking towards the northeast. I'm seeing the sun rise in the northeast. So the distance that sun is away from us is, you know what they say, 150 million kilometers away. We divide that, the distance, by the sun's diameter. There are 108 sun diameters. How many times have you heard me say this? Let's put a different spin on it. If we divide the 150 million kilometers that lie between us and the sun by Earth's diameter, we have 11,772 Earth diameters in between us and that sun in the sky. If that is the case, how is it possible that I am looking towards the northeast about 9:30 this morning and it hadn't risen high above the horizon, and I'm looking in that direction and I'm being told that that sun is 150 million kilometers away? At the very same time, in the northern hemisphere, Maritas Ventures messaged me on Threads. Norway is looking towards, his northeast. That's northeast. His sun should be 150 million kilometers away, but it isn't. That's his line of sight. That is my line of sight. This morning at about 9:30 to 10:30, Maritas Ventures, who messaged me on Threads, and myself were both looking in northeasterly directions from our respective points on Earth. Not on planet Earth, on Earth. I was seeing this picture, not the same, maybe a little tiny bit higher. And he also was seeing this, maybe a tiny bit higher. We were both seeing the same sun. Slam dunk. Look, I didn't need to, but I did, to be sure what I was talking about. And you know what? Of course I was sure, because I've been fighting this thing tooth and nail for years. It has been the last 2 months. Bang, 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 bang. Gravity, that moon has zero to do with the water on Earth. There is something else displacing the water, folks. Now, I give you what was happening this morning. Let me put this moon up here. And let me put this bit of tissue back under the phone because it keeps the sound good. 8 minutes, I'm going to get this done in a few more. I could have dragged this out and told you what I saw and how the moon last night and how I tracked it, how the sun this morning, but you know what? No. Flat Earth, folks. What we saw cannot work on a globe. It cannot work on a globe. I cannot be here on the east coast of Australia looking in a northeasterly direction while at the same time somebody in Norway is looking at his northeasterly direction, and we are both seeing a sun that is 150 million kilometers away. My aim was along there. 150 million kilometers away, sun. The man in Norway, his aim was along there. His sun was 150 million kilometers away. Folks, about 9:30 to 10:30 this morning, the sun that I was looking at from here and that your man in Norway was looking at from here was the same sun. It is a local sun. Now, I don't know how many times I have shared facts with people, like the moon cannot be, because there is no opening for a tide coming in, a slack tide for an hour and then drop back the same way it came. I'm saying it's illogical, but people somehow, no, but they've known for thousands of years. No, history has been rewritten. There is no opening for an hour of slap tide at the top when we're living on a globe that is spinning the equator 1,000 and something miles an hour, while the moon is traveling at 2,000 miles an hour. But because it's got further to travel, and we're here, our 1,000 miles per hour is a lot faster than its 2,000 and something, 30 Earth diameters away from us, we overtake it, and it moves from east to west. The moon cannot be moving the water because the 4 highest tides are in the Bay of Fundy in Nova Scotia, Ungava Bay in Quebec, the Bristol Channel in the UK, and the Cook Inlet in Alaska. Those 4 tides, the 4 highest tides, if you look at this globe, are all with a 23.5 degrees tilt, are all at the top. It's orbiting us at the equator of the moon. Why is it? Look, it's not about anything other than the sun in Norway being in a northeasterly position. Tomorrow morning, somebody, anybody, do your homework. Tomorrow morning at 9-10 o'clock, my sun is going to be coming up from the northeast. Tomorrow night in Norway, that sun is going to be above the horizon in a northeasterly direction. For me, it's up there. For Norway, it's that way. Don't forget, north, east, northeast for Norway. From here, north. From California, north. From South Africa, north. From India, north. Guys, all of the science I've been fighting, I didn't know why I was fighting it. It's because it is all suggesting that we are on a spinning globe. The picture I was sent this morning is irrefutable evidence that we were both looking at the same sun at the same time. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. That cannot happen on a globe. It cannot happen if my sun is 150 million kilometers away and his sun is 150 million kilometers away. Folks, today the sun came out in the northeasterly up there, and at about midday or something, 1 o'clock, it hung a right and ended up even now west-southwest. It doesn't happen. Folks, I don't know how it works exactly on a flat earth, but the globe. We are living on a flat earth. The sun is local and the moon is local. The tide has nothing to do with the moon. It's something else displacing the water on earth. The Egyptians did not build the pyramids. It's logistically impossible. There is no light delay. The sun during a solar eclipse is directly behind the moon. There are others. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Newton, light, the prism, bollocks, photons, weighting, delay, relativity, all of it. One photograph, one piece of information. That's all people need. Where is the sun in Norway about now, this time of year? What is it doing? You find that out. Tomorrow, any of you that find that out and you want to know where my sun is, message me in the morning and I will tell you that I'm looking at it and it's coming from the northeast. It's only possible if it is a local sun. one last thing, if I have time. Who's that calling? Go away. Oh, it's gone to 15. It doesn't matter. One requirement. I just saw a pop-up on YouTube. Paul, for it to be something, for it to be, look, I give up. Everything that I say is logical and it runs parallel with common sense. It's a fact. It's a local sun. Cannot have those pictures. I'm thinking, please don't run out of battery. I'm thinking that everybody in an area, let's say, here's the east coast of Florida. There's Cape Canaveral. Titusville, I think it's called. And I think we have the I-95 that runs down the interstate, 95, down to Cocoa Beach. If everybody in that area, like a 5-mile square, you know, around Cape Canaveral, everybody in that area, if you could start to collect loads of these things and brushes and take them down to Cape Canaveral and give them to the astronauts so they can sweep the fucking runways before they lock up and leave. I said that ages ago. The sun is local fact. It's a fact. You will not get this picture and see it from Norway at the same time as it's being seen from Australia. We're both looking to our northeast. Folks, look, it's been said. There's no need to repeat what I'm saying, guys. You have to do the research. This is it. It's over. Anybody can verify. Find out what the sun is doing in Norway. You guys think you're so smart. You constantly argue with everything that I say. And everything I say, everything I have been saying for years is 1 + 1 = 2. But you keep pushing 3. 1 + 1 = 3. No, it doesn't. Guys, if I had $1 for every time somebody has harassed me online in the last 6-7 years, I would be a millionaire 10 times over. But I keep coming back. Do you know why I keep coming back? Because I understand what is at stake, and I understand that it is none of your fault. It's the early emotional growth years. It's cognitive dissonance. You have been lied to on a scale one photograph, I couldn't believe it. So I double checked. He was seeing the same sun. His northeast, I'm seeing from mine. It's the only way it can happen. Slam dunk. Welcome to the flat earth. Don't forget the runway. Get those brushes down there. Titusville, down to Cocoa Beach, down the I-95, 2-3 miles either side. Just unload all of those brushes and brooms and everything and let them clean the runways. Latest, folks. I will be back, obviously.